Click that share, click that like if you can for me. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it so much. And me and Cannon are here every Tuesday to have a Tuesday night talk and get with you guys and, you know, break down some of the information. There it is right there. Oh, here's a little news story. We'll pull it up so you guys can see. Shaun the Sheep will join NASA's Artemis 1 flight to the moon. So I guess this little toy figure of this sheep is heading to the moon, and tomorrow we're getting hit with the big solar storm from the sun because the sun activity has been out of control lately.
I just wish NASA would stop it. I just wish NASA would stop it.
To me, this is symbolism. This is esoteric symbolism. They're sending a sheep to the moon because they know some of y'all are sheeple.
Bro, I just wish NASA would stop it. Just tell us the truth, NASA. Y'all been scamming tax dollars for fucking decades.
Allegedly. No, allegedly.
Allegedly.
NASA just good people. They're just beautiful people.
Oh my gosh. What my man B.O.B. say? NASA stands for not a space agency. Allegedly.
B.O.B. I like the soul. What was the Soul Glow one? The song that the track he had from the Coming to America joint. Oh man, I listened to that a lot. I liked it. So,
bro, I'm
Coming
sorry.
to America was one of my favorite.
NASA, you do not have me fooled, NASA. We can't go back to the moon because we don't have the technology to do so. We destroyed the technology that we need to go back to the moon. My iPhone has more technology in it than what y'all had when y'all allegedly went to the moon.
The lizard people told us don't come back. That's what happened.
Y'all telling me Richard Nixon was talking to the astronauts in real time?
Yeah, he was. I believes it.
I think he was talking to him in real time too, but I don't know where they was at when he was talking to him in real time.
Man.
That's like me saying, "Hey Jay," and it take like an hour for that transmission to hit you.
It's gonna be this. We're gonna see the same thing when they go to Mars. You know it. There's not gonna be no delay.
Gosh,
it's gonna be like me and you talking right now.
Don't get me started on that.
We're talking to the people on Mars.
On that fucking Tesla that they launched into the orbit.
This is Grifter from. They picked that up from the Hoteps.
Bruh. Hey, it's the New York Post, man. The New York Post kind of based a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, they watch Hoteps. So social justice grifter Shaun King spent $40,000 of the donor money on his prized pooch.
A fucking bull mastiff. Yo, first off,
got the Batman
who finessed
ears.
this man out of $40,000 for a bull mastiff?
Oh, you're right about that.
Who finessed him out? That dog better be bulletproof.
Who's the real grifter here, Shaun King?
Laser beams out of his eyes. It better be one of them dogs from the John Wick movie or something. What, $40,000 for a dog? That dog better be 8 feet tall. Fucking Clifford the big red dog better be in his house. HJ, go knock on his door, y'all. Let me know how big that dog is. Yo, $40,000 for a bull mastiff.
Man. He still lives by HJ.
Yo, a cane Corso is like $2 grand.
Yeah. You're right.
$40,000? That dog better fucking
$40,000.
That dog better fucking breed steroid babies.
And pump the gas.
That dog
mow my lawn.
Pump some gas. It better came with his own special needs van. Who finessed him out of $40,000 for a dog?
Man, alive.
Either he the dumbest man alive, or that money went somewhere else, and it wasn't just for no fucking dog.
Yeah, you get the diamond collar, a little choke collar for it, diamond out.
Yo, he really trying to be black. He better have bought like 20 bull mastiffs.
Is it 20? Oh man.
Dog in there fucking his wife right now. This shit is crazy, yo. He really trying to be a black man. $40,000. There's no way he paid 40 grand for a dog. There's no way. I refuse to believe. I would rather believe that he paid 2 grand for that bull mastiff, and then $38,000 he went into his fucking pocket.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, you would hope so. You hope so.
HJ said he gonna take the dog home with him.
Oh man, that's some more money right there.
Did you hear his excuse?
No, he has an excuse.
He got an excuse. He said he bought this dog because of the gun laws in New Jersey and New York doesn't make it easy for black men to get guns. I said, what? I said, so you really gonna make this excuse after the Supreme Court already ruled that you have the right to keep and bear arms, and New Jersey is recognizing the Supreme Court ruling, and they got rid of that good and substantial reason, which means that you don't need to have your life in danger or threatened or a business or nothing to carry a gun. All you got to do is go through your class and put your paperwork in, and if you ain't a felon, you can carry your gun. So you gonna put that lie out there. To justify you, quote unquote, allegedly spending $40K on a fucking dog.
Wow.
I came in the house and I looked at my dog and I said, you ain't shit. If I let my dog cost 40 grand, his ass still be on the shelf.
Man alive, I heard it. Yeah. $40,000 for a single dog. Okay.
40,000. He must have bought the dog and a special car to fucking drive the dog around in. Well, he can't get in my Benz. I need to get me a Tahoe, fucking Caravan or something to drive this. $40,000. It's no way he paid $40,000 for a dog, people. Either that breeder is the smartest, the greatest salesman in the history of salesmen, or he paid maybe 3 grand for that bull mastiff, and that $37,000 went in his pocket or to something.
Wow.
It ain't that. Bruh. Either way, I still don't see how people still giving to his cause. I don't see how people still giving to his his nonprofits. This ain't the first time. $845,000 house in Jersey. Was that a year ago?
Wasn't that long? Yeah, he's doing it. I mean, he's been hustling for a minute.
He's been finessing Black Lives since Black Lives Matter, since before Black Lives Matter.
So wonder he didn't found the organization.
Bruh. He probably gave him the blueprint.
Gave him the blueprint. I remember that guy remember that painter that put his face over while they had a teeny tiny little picture of Malcolm down in the corner, and Sean King was over it. Uncle Hotep had posted that before.
My homeboy got 10 pit bull puppies right now.
Okay.
For like $100 a piece.
For how much?
Like $100 a piece or something like that.
$100 a piece.
I don't think they full purebred pits. Is probably why it's $100. But I'm just saying, a bull mastiff, 40 grand. There's no way. Matter of fact, I want to look up how much a bull mastiff costs.
Okay, go ahead. While you do that, I'm gonna pull up the next image on the screen. Let's see. Oh, it went kind of small. I wanted you to be guys able to see this image because it's. All right, you see this one, Ken?
Yeah.
Satellite captures record-breaking storm that wreaked havoc on Kentucky. This is a CGI image if I've ever seen one. It looks like lava flowing and everything. Come on now.
Bull mastiff puppy.
How much?
Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
You say how much? $1,000 to $2,000. Okay.
Yeah,
so
they said a higher quality breed might cost around $3,500.
All right. The math isn't mathing up, is it?
The math ain't mathing up, bro. Bruh.
So apparently they're saying that this kid bought directly from Daniel Defense themselves, which you can do. It's not hard, right? You know, I can go to Palmetto State. They make their shit in the house. You know what I mean? A couple of these guns up here from Palmetto State, I can purchase directly from Palmetto State. It's fine. You don't actually have to go through a FFL. However, when you do purchase a gun, which is another misconception because I keep hearing them say, oh, he purchased the guns online. Okay. But when you purchase a gun online, right, the shit can't go straight to your house. It's a misconception that a lot of people got. The gun can't go straight to your house. You can't buy a gun and it goes straight to your house. You have to go to your FFL. You have to go to your local FFL gun store. So when you purchase a gun online, in the form it asks you for the FFL information that you want the gun sent to. So you gotta give them the FFL number and the name of the store in the info, or and when you filling out for the the information that you need to purchase the gun. That gun then gets shipped to that gun store, where when you get to that gun store, they perform a NICS form, a NICS background check, which is the federal background check. You know what I mean? And then once you do your federal background check and it comes back that you're clean, then you can take that gun with you. That's how that works. It can't go straight from the store to your house. I mean, straight from the manufacturer to your house. That's not how that shit works. So when I bought, I don't know, pick a gun up there from Palmetto State or wherever I got it from online, I had to go to, in my case, I go to Tyler Firearms in Baltimore, Maryland. It's called Tyler Firearms. I go there. I send my stuff there and I pick it up there. I go do my background checks. They hold on to it. And then once my background check clear, I can get it. That's how that shit works. See, they leave that shit out. They'll leave that shit out. They know that that shit can't go straight to your house. They'll leave that shit out, and then that's how that works. So when you hear somebody say, "Oh, he purchased his gun online," okay, but where'd he pick it up at? Because the shit ain't come straight to his house. It went to a gun store where he had to go get it from the gun store. But before you can pick it up from the gun store, you got to do your background check. That's how that works. So apparently,
This is Grifter from. They picked that up from the Hoteps?
Bruh. Hey, it's the New York Post, man. The New York Post kind of based a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, they watch Hoteps. So
especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Give yourselves a round of applause, because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon, and I'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Want to donate to the channel? $Cannon Hotep on Cash App. That's $Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome, guys. As you can see, your boy feeling just a little bit under the weather, but it's all good. I'll be straight by the morning time. I'll be good by the morning time, so I ain't really tripping on it. Anyway, guys, man, oh man. We got some stuff to get to. First off, South Korea president launched martial law. What? I thought that shit was interesting. Martial law? We'll find out what that was about. Also, what we got? Hunter Biden. We talked about this earlier. He got pardoned. I just got a couple of questions. You know what I mean? Diddy got his bail denied. Man. Oh my goodness. I know he and that motherfucker crashing out.
Tough break, nigga.
And a couple of other things. Daniel Penny, the jury is out. The jury is out for deliberation. And I guess we'll find out soon what that verdict is, man. Anyway, like I said, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share this stream. Let people know we live, guys. Let people know we live. Man, oh man, oh man. Let's get to it. Before I get to it, y'all, I posted a video today, right? Let's just go over here to my handy dandy YouTube. Let me go to Twitter. There's an OnlyFans model that's just out here being reckless. All right. There's an OnlyFans model out here being reckless, y'all. Some craziness. So she want her. I'm gonna just let you hear from her. Check this out.
You want to be a part of breaking a world record? I have now pinned a poster on my Twitter on how to apply to be one of the 1,000 guys to be with me in 24 hours.
Where are your parents? Where are your parents? And what's the odds that she gets some shit that she can't get rid of? If any of you dirty motherfuckers is participating in this, I suggest you go to the clinic immediately. This is slut behavior. Slut behavior. You are beyond a hoe. You are officially a slut.
You want to be a part of...
Bruh. This woman... Excuse me. I can't even yell right. This chick right here, okay, I guess her name is Lily, what is it? Lily Phillips or something like that. Anyway, she's some OnlyFans model. And she wants to break the Guinness Book World Records. The Guinness Book of World Records. She wants to break the world record of how many guys she sleeps with in a 24-hour period. She wants to break the world record of how many guys she can sleep with in 24 hours, and she says she needs to sleep with 1,000 people. Keep 1,000 men. 1,000 men. 1,000. So first off, I want to know who currently holds the world record. What woman currently holds the world record right now? 1,000 men? This is wild. And like I said in the video, what are the odds, right? Beautiful girl. What are the odds that whoever she go after or whoever she allows to be one of the 1,000 men got some shit they can't get rid of? Like somebody got to explain that to me. Like, what are the odds that she get that home in Virginia or some shit like that? This is reckless behavior. This is slut behavior. This is beyond hoe behavior. This shit is abhorrent. And I feel bad for the future. I really do. I have no faith in our future when it comes to shit like this. Women, this is why men don't take you serious. It's women like her. Women like her are the reason why men don't take you serious. Women like her is the reason why men think you get Myron Gaines. They think you're just transactional. If you got money, you can bust it. It's women like this. Now look, I ain't trying to knock her hustle. She do what she do. She get her money. Apparently she's very successful. But this shit is crazy. And the fact that she's so successful that she's able to pull this shit off is also crazy, which tells me there's a lot of simps out here. There's a lot of pervs out here. Who's still paying for pussy? Who's still paying for the box? Who's still subscribing to shit like this? Ain't it free on the internet? You gotta go pay for a subscription service? Are we you gotta be a different type of sexual deviant to pay for a subscription service like OnlyFans. You gotta be, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? You want to break the Guinness Book of World Records by sleeping with 1,000 dudes. That shit is diabolical. That is nasty work. Nasty work. But this is here you go. Here's your modern woman right here. It's women like her. It's women like her that give women a bad name. But these dudes out here making her popular, boy. They making her popular. They out here like subscribe, it's free on the internet, and you're subscribing to a subscription service like OnlyFans. This is crazy. And these women out here making the bag. This shit is crazy. Boy, man, what Chris Rock say? You got one mission in life. Keep your daughter off the pole. Keep your baby off the pole. Clearly her dad failed. Her dad failed big time. Please, guys, treat your daughters with respect and dignity. Show them that you love them. Take them on daddy-daughter dates. Show them how precious they are. Show them how valuable they are, and boost that self-esteem. Or else, if you don't, this is what you're gonna get. Steph said the funny thing is that the Guinness World Rep had to be present. That shit is wild. That is true. Please, guys, show your daughter that she's better than this, because this shit right here is I don't even know what to say about it. I really don't. I feel bad for her, and I feel bad for her parents. I feel bad for the future, man, because this is what's ahead. That's where idiocracy is around the corner. Idiocracy is around the corner. Her grandmother was a princess. This shit is wild, man. Loser men are the ones that are going to be buying the content. Loser men right now filling out the application to be a part of this shit. Dating a chick nowadays is a subscription service. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree. Curious Contrarian says it's teens and losers. That's who goes to OnlyFans. He said Tinder is free. Oh my goodness gracious. I wouldn't touch her with an amputee hand. It's crazy. The crazy part is she's beautiful. And this is what you reduce yourself to? Boy. How do you live that shit down? Like, how do you live that shit down? Like, when you get older and your grandkids, if she has grandkids, but you get older and your grandkids and shit, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, y'all, this shit is crazy to me. The crazy. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Crazy to me. There we go. Like, she sees her grandkid Hitler stream right there. Oh man, Saw says she mid, but like your grandkids, you know, hey grandma, found this old video. Like, this is worse than your grandmother being or your mother being in the Freaknik video. Like, this shit lives forever on the internet. Everything she'll do on OnlyFans will live forever on the internet. This shit is wild to me. I tell you. It's a debaucherous world that we live in. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So let's check out this video. So apparently today, South Korea's president implemented martial law. I'm like, damn, what the hell going on in South Korea? Like, I thought maybe North Korea launched a missile over that bitch, or some kind of insurgency was happening. You know? So let's check it out and see what's going on here.
We are following breaking news out of South Korea, where there's been a series of chaotic moves involving the country's government. Protesters flooded the streets of Seoul after the president declared martial law. But then lawmakers voted to block the measure, and eventually the president gave in and reversed the martial law order. Let's bring in NBC News international correspondent Janice Mackey-Frayer, who's been watching all of this. Janice, a lot has happened in just the past few hours. Can you walk us through and maybe why some of this is happening?
Well, this has been an extraordinary turn of events in South Korea, with President Yoon Suk-yeol agreeing to lift martial law, forced by an emergency vote in the midst of protests. Now, in declaring martial law in the first place, Yoon said that he had no choice in order to safeguard constitutional order. It was basically a move against the government, citing what he called despicable pro-North Korean anti-state forces. He's been in a bitter standoff and political gridlock with opposition members since he was elected in 2022. So the main opposition party condemned the move as unconstitutional and immediately defied the president with this vote to revoke martial law. Large crowds have gathered outside the National Assembly building in Seoul. People were also inside the building. Windows have been smashed. Police are all around it. There's still some confusion about exactly where things stand, because under the order, political activities are banned, protests are prohibited, media is censored. But military officials have been told to pull forces back. Now, the Biden administration is in contact with the South Korean government and is monitoring the situation closely. President Biden has yet to comment on the declaration of martial law, but South Korea is a staunch ally of the U.S. There are some 30,000 American troops stationed in the country to guard against North Korea. This is a political situation that's still shaky, it's still unclear, and people in South Korea stunned by what's been unfolding overnight. Kate?
Yeah, I can imagine. And it is the.
That's interesting. So what I'm getting from this is that you got some North Korean sympathizers, right? You got some North Korean sympathizers in the ranks of South Korea, and it sounded like the South Korean president was trying to suss that shit out, so he implemented martial law when it came to this. This is crazy. I told, boy, man, oh man, the chaos just keeps coming. The chaos just keeps coming. Now, apparently he lifted the martial law sanction. Well, he ain't have no choice because, his parliament or his Congress or whatever they call it, their legislature over there in South Korea, they didn't back him. They was like, yeah, nah. You know what I mean? So this seems interesting. This seems very interesting. This is something that we need to watch. I smell a mutiny about to happen. I smell collusion. I smell that shit look like an insurrection to me. I think we just watched South Korea was about to have an insurrection happening down there. So we're gonna see how this happens. I think that we should keep an eye on this and watch it and see how this shit unfolds, man. You know what I mean? How's the sky looking? It's gonna be the day of the alien invasion. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me load it up with the shotgun. Let me load the shotgun up. Oh my goodness gracious. Alien invasion coming? I ain't heard about that. Where they coming from? Zeta Reticuli? Where they coming from? Let's see what this is.
Now to the chaos inside South Korea. Of course, a key U.S. ally after that stunning announcement. South Korea's democratically elected president declaring martial law. The White House, of course, watching this very closely today with nearly 30,000 U.S. troops stationed there. President Yoon with a late-night announcement on TV banning all political activities, taking control of the media. Then lawmakers rushing to Parliament, barricading themselves inside, soldiers storming the building, clashing with protesters there. Late tonight, President Yoon officially backing down now, and now the growing calls for him to resign. Martha Raddatz here with late developments tonight.
Tonight, dramatic images from South Korea, one of America's key allies, after South Korea's president declared martial law. protesters flooding the streets, clashing with police. This woman seen grabbing an officer's gun. Military helicopters hovering above the parliament building in Seoul. President Yoon Suk-yeol, a deeply unpopular leader, claiming political opponents are trying to overthrow his government.
북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터
Yoon calling for all political activities to cease. Opposition leaders rushing into parliament, barricading themselves inside, soldiers storming the building. But just hours after Yoon's declaration, South Korea's National Assembly voted to halt the president's order. And late today, President Yoon officially backing down, lifting his declaration, pulling the military off the streets. The U.S., blindsided by Yoon's move, watching the events with grave concern.
We want to see these political disputes resolved peacefully and in accordance with the rule of law.
The U.S. has nearly 30,000 troops in South Korea, acting as a deterrence to nuclear-armed North Korea next door.
So let's bring in Martha Raddatz with us here in New York tonight. And Martha, with those 30,000 U.S. troops you just mentioned there, obviously the U.S. very concerned with what they witnessed play out today.
The White House very concerned, David, but very relieved that President Yoon reversed course. But this drama is far from over. In fact, tonight, South Korea's Democratic Party saying they will start impeachment proceedings unless Yoon steps down immediately.
Growing calls to resign at this hour. Martha Raddatz with us. Martha.
Yo. He gonna have to escape. That president in North Korea, he gonna have to escape. He can't stay there. He can't stay there. He can't stay there tonight. He gotta go. They gonna have him on a plane. If he ain't already on the plane, they gonna fly his ass over to fucking Palm Beach, Florida, or something crazy, and get him out of the way. He got to. That's what's about to happen. So he sounded like he's a very, I guess allegedly he's very unpopular, and he implemented martial law in order to stay in power, blaming it, saying that he got some dissension amongst the ranks. So it's gonna be interesting to see, guys. Pay attention to this South Korea thing. Pay attention to this South Korea thing. I think it's gonna be something big. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? What's going on from Italy? We got Italy in the building. We got Germany in the building. What's the deal? We got Steph writing in fucking Chinese or Korean or whatever the fuck that is. What does he even say? He gotta go to Japan. He gotta get the hell out of Korea. He gotta get the hell out of Korea. Holy smokes, boy. He's gonna be on his ass. Jonah in the building, distraction. Pay attention to that punk ass bitch, Javier Milei. What's going on, Lisa? Lisa Diaz in the building. Oh man. Shit is crazy. Now South Korea got their own little coup, little insurrection happening. You see him go up in the Capitol? They ran up in the. That's how you go in the Capitol. They went up in that bitch and took it hostage. They wasn't roaming around and taking pictures and all. Hey, they wasn't doing none of that shit. They went in that motherfucker because they had a cause. You know what I mean? You got people out here thinking that the J6ers here in America was, oh my God, they were going to overthrow our government. No, they wasn't. Wasn't nobody strapped. There wasn't no people out there with plate carriers and guns and none of that shit. The only people that was out there like that was the goddamn police. You see these people over in South Korea, they ain't playing no games. They ran up in that bitch and barricaded. They wouldn't let nobody in. They was about that. They was about that smoke. About that smoke. Oh man, Joshua Corbo says rip Ashley Babbitt. I hear that. Oh, Millie, that was an autocorrect. Korea makes TVs. That's funny. Man, oh man. Bro, it's a lot of wild shit happening, yo. It's a lot of wild shit happening. So check it, right? Now we all know Joe Nickel Slick pardoned his son. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We all knew that shit was going to happen. If you didn't know that he was going to pardon his son, even with him saying that he wasn't going to pardon his son, something wrong with you. You need to be evaluated. We need you to get an IQ test. We need to make sure you know how to fit fucking circles and circles and squares and squares. Okay? Hotep's been telling you, like, he's going to pardon his son. Now, the timing is a little weird. You know what I mean? But we knew he was going to pardon his son, even when he said he wasn't. We're like, he going to rickroll that shit. He going to pardon his son. That's what's going to happen. I ain't mad at it. I'm not. It's his kid. I do the same. I don't care. My kid could be a complete piece of shit. It's my kid. I'm the president. I'm pardoning my kid. And whatever the fuck he do after I'm the president, then that's on him. I just gave you a get out of jail free card because you're my child. All right? I'm not even mad at that. It's the timing of it that just it screams alert. It's the timing of it that screams alert. So check this out. Full and unconditional pardon for Robert Hunter Biden for those offenses against the United States which has committed or may have committed. For those offenses against the United States which he has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from, let's look. Y'all can see it. In fact, let's make it bigger. Let's go to the bigger screen. Boom. Look at this shit. Okay. During the period from January 1st, 2014, January 1st, 2014 through December 1st, 2024, including but not limited to all offenses charged or prosecuted, including any that have resulted in convictions by special counsel David C. Weiss and docket number blah 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 blah. In testimony whereof I have hereunto signed my name and caused the pardon to be recorded with the Department of Justice. Joe Biden said, yeah, I'm not only going to pardon my son for the gun charge. I'm going to pardon him from January 2014 to December of 2024, making sure that he is absolved of all criminal wrongdoing that happened between them that may or may not implement me. Come on, guys. Y'all really understand that, right? That's why he's doing this. He loves his son. He wants to make sure his son doesn't go to jail. Yeah. But he is pardoning his son so his son doesn't go to court or he's not charged with anything else that was in that laptop that may lead back to old Joe Nicholslick. That's I mean, it's just as simple as that. Let me pardon him for all of this time, just to make sure that my ass is covered too. What up, been there, done that? What's the deal? James Ray, Trump needs to make that pardon void because it was done in false pretenses to try to keep him from getting in trouble. Hey, James. Hey. I don't disagree. Can Trump void that pardon though? That's the question. All right. Now earlier today, I was like, okay, Nicholslick just showed us that they kept saying no one's above the law. No one's above the law. Right? Nobody's above the law. Well, Nicholslick, you just showed us that your son, your precious boy, your sweet, sweet boy there, Joe Nicholslick, is above the law. He's above the law. So if that's the case, Donnie T, when you get in office with the stroke of a pen, sir, you need to pardon every J6er that got politically targeted on that day in January. You need to pardon every J6er that was targeted by the J6 committee, targeted by the Department of Justice. You got old ladies who was just walking through. Ashley Babbitt gets shot in the fucking neck, allegedly. People taking pictures and stuff. They doing life. Like I said earlier, Owen Schroyer wasn't even there. He wasn't even in the Capitol, and he got time for a tweet. That was lawfare at its finest, weaponized against the people of the United States. There are people that are doing time right now, convicted right now, that should not be convicted of anything. I ain't know you can get life for trespassing. I ain't know you can get life for loitering. Last I checked, that was the people's house. You know? But they made it out to be something that it wasn't. They used them people as political cannon fodder, collateral damage. And those people are left to dry and left to fucking hang in prison. So if Joe Nicholson going to act like this was some political witch hunt against his son and pardon him, Trump, you need to go right in there and with the stroke of that pen, you need to pardon everybody from January 6th. Now, if you want to go by a case-by-case basis, and like, okay, well, this person fucking cracked a fucking police officer in the head. You know, I get you. But me personally, I'll be like, you know what? Everybody, get out of jail free card. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's what I would do. You know, people who are glad that Hunter's pardoned. Look, like I told people earlier, the gun charge, I think, was some bullshit. I think the gun charge was some bullshit. It was just a gimme for everybody. Like, oh, we got him. I'm like, really? All that crazy shit in that laptop, y'all happy about a gun charge? Like, first off, that gun charge is unconstitutional. You know what I mean? He got more criminal shit that he need to be taken down for. And you want to give us this bullshit that you know that he was going to fucking get a slap on the wrist for and his daddy could pardon him for. You know what I mean? Hunter Biden needs to be in jail for all of the shit that was in that laptop. He needs to be in jail for all of the I call it espionage. He was a shell company on his daddy's behalf. Hunter Biden knows where the bodies are buried. He did some ill shit in that footage or whatever that data is on that laptop. He did some ill shit. That's the stuff he should have went down for. Not some bullshit gun charge that it just. I'm like, yo, they just gave y'all a little something. He needs to go down. Treason. There you go, Jack Reeves. Thanks for that. That's what he needs to go down for. Yep, exactly. Yep. Selling shit to, what's up, Reba? To our enemies. You know what I mean? It's just so much shit that he need to go down for. And he won't. He won't now. They gave us that bullshit charge, right? We got no discovery when it came to the laptop. We didn't get any other convictions based on that laptop. And now Joe Nicholson made it so that there won't be. Not for his son's sake, but for his sake. Not for his son's sake, but for his sake and old Barry-O. And as much as Joe Nicholson don't like Barry-O, he can't take Barry-O down without taking himself down. We need an official investigation into Kamala and all that debt, and whether or not she said what she said to get more money from her donors and Joe and Hunter and that laptop. I don't disagree. Was there some campaign finance violations with Kamala Harris? Are we going to go into that? I want to know. After Donnie T pardons the J6ers, I would levy the full weight of the government against everybody that went for his neck. Like, this shit got on my nerves. You see the left lean, you see the mainstream media talking about, oh, he wants retribution. He's going to put his political opponents in jail, and they want to play victim. I'm like, y'all been trying to lock this man up. Y'all tried to kill him, but y'all been trying to lock this man up since he came down the damn escalator. Y'all been weaponizing the United States government against him since he won 2016. Y'all been weaponizing media, tech, government, all against him since 2016. I don't care what nobody say. It wasn't no Iran that tried to fucking off him. That was our own government try to off him. And y'all want him to play nice now? Now y'all want him to play nice now? Man, Donnie T, you ever hear this show? Go for their neck. Go for their neck. Nancy Pelosi want to play games? Go for her neck. Insider trading. Let's get our ass on some insider trading, because we know that's what she was doing with her and her husband. They made a whole law against the shit she was doing. Then they named it after her. James Ray said he wanted to know how much that 20 million landed in her pocket. Bruh, that's a good question. That is a good question. That is a good question. But we got Joe Nicholson covering his ass on his way out. Now, the other thing that I'm worried about, right, is the timing of it, right? He's the president allegedly until what, January 20th, right? Now, I've always said that he's not running that White House. I've always said he's not running the White House. Kamala's not running the White House. Who's running the White House? I think we all have an idea who might be really running that White House. However, we came up with a theory, or I came up with a theory a few weeks ago, that I'm still worried about happening. Now, for those of you who are new, first hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But for those of you who are new, this was my theory, okay? For those of you who are new, this is my theory. They find a way to get Joe Biden out of the White House via the 25th Amendment. They install Kamala Harris as the 47th president of the United States. That's half the plan. Next, what do? They try to get Donald Trump out of the paint. They try to avoid the 2024 election by saying that he participated in sedition, insurrection, implementing the 14th Amendment third clause. As mentioned by Jamie Raskin himself, saying that it would be up to him in Congress to deny Donald Trump the election because the Supreme Court won't do so. Now, this will cause a lot of bedlam in the streets. It's going to cause a lot of chaos in the streets. And what did they do? DOD Directive 5240, which gives local and federal law enforcement with the go-ahead from a higher up, which could be the White House or the DOJ or whatever, to use deadly force against any Americans who show dissent. Now, with that recap, right? He does this the first day in fucking December, if I'm not mistaken, right? He does this in the first day in December, right? So my question is, why did he do this on the first day in December and not like sometime like right before he walks out of office? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, on my way out, I'm pardon my son. He does it now. Are they about to make a move on old Joe Nicholson? Are they about to get Joe Nicholson out of the paint, so he had to go ahead and get that done real quick? I don't know. It seems like something's coming down the pipe. Maybe it doesn't. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. What is this? Who's Kevin James says, y'all chasing ghosts. All this is the haves and have-nots. You seem somewhat intelligent. Don't fall for these lame conspiracy theories. Hey, I'm very intelligent, and I ain't missed. I ain't missed yet there, Kevin. A lot of these theories that I come up with have happened. They have happened. I've called them like fucking Babe Ruth, pointing to the fucking stands. You know, I hope I'm wrong though. I really do. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope there's a peaceful transfer of power. Right? I really do hope there's a peaceful transfer of power, and that we get back to the money. But it may be wishful thinking that Donnie T goes for the throats of the people that have been going for his throat for the past, 8 years? I'm just saying. And hell, if you could pardon yourself, Donnie T, fucking pardon yourself. Fuck Alvin Bragg and Kevin's, and what's his name, Jack Smith. Fuck them all. Alvin Bragg refuses to drop this bullshit that he got. He want to keep postponing it to 2029. Is that what we really about to do, Alvin? Is that what we really about to do, Alvin? I'm just saying, guys. If it was me, we gonna make America great again, and I'm fucking coming for you. That's how I feel. Yeah. All they do is accuse him and other people of doing the shit that they're doing. You know, I've been calling that shit out. You know what I mean? They can't do fuck all according to what? Without full military coup. The case was Trump v. Anderson. I hear that, Jonah. I hear that. But, guys, this Hunter Biden getting pardoned by Joe. Who didn't know? Who really thought Joe Biden was really going to keep his word on not pardoning his son? Come on, guys. Like I said earlier, if you really believe that shit, I got a gently used bridge here in Baltimore that I can sell you. Got a little water damage. I agree, Kevin. I agree. I don't think he's running the White House. I don't think he's running the White House, but I think he still got some wherewithal because he threw a major wrench in a lot of shit. I don't think he didn't like what the fuck happened to him. He didn't step down on his own. We know he was made to step down by Barry O and Nancy Pelosi. We know that. You know what I mean? There's certain things that he probably can do that they can't stop him from doing. You know what I mean? When he has those, you know, when he's fucking feeling himself. It's alleged that he even voted for Trump. It's alleged him and his wife voted for Trump. It's very interesting. This whole thing is House of Cards, man. Like House of Cards, I thought that just was some fictional show. Nah, House of Cards told you exactly what the fuck be going on in government. James said he knew as soon as he said it. Ben says, if it was my kid, I would have said I was pardoning him from the beginning. Should have never denied it. Yeah. But you also understand, right? Right. So check it, right? What was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh. The funny part is you see all these Democrats backtracking the minute this shit happened, right? Because they were trying to use the whole he's not gonna pardon his son as like a moral compass, like the moral high ground. And that shit just fucking crumbled. And now they're trying to backtrack and walk this shit back, which is hilarious to me. Now they're trying to justify the pardon. It's like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Right? Just shut the fuck up. He pardoned his son. You should have seen the shit coming. He lied. He always lies. That's all they do is lie. Why would you believe it in the first place? Simple as that. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. I tell you. Excuse me. How do I feel about the Chips and Science Act? I don't know much about it. Is that the one where they supposed to be manufacturing semiconductors and processors and stuff here in America and not overseas like they've been doing for the last 4 years when they promised to bring that shit back to America? Or am I off the mark? I did a video about that when I first started getting on the scene. You know what I mean? Because Joe Biden, when he was talking about, you know, the chip shortage here in America, he alluded to, you know, working with our foreign partners. I was like, there you go. He's just going to outsource that shit to China or Taiwan. You know what I mean? And that's what they've done. That's what they've done for the last 4 years. Is outsource that shit instead of making it here in America. You know what I mean? You know, I'm all for it. I'm all for it if it's going to be done here in America. That's a great job. I'm a fucking electronics engineer. You know what I mean? I had to go to school and learn that shit. You know what I mean? It'll be a good job for people, but all Joe Biden did is outsource that shit for the last few years. You know what I mean? I wish I could find that video. Maybe I'll play it one day when I can find it, because like I did a bad job of archiving back in the day. I did a horrible job. I don't do that great of a job now archiving. I need to. You know what I mean? But I'm just one person. I'm a one-man army over here. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We're going to see. Trump pardoned a war criminal. LMO, the system is a joke. Who Trump pardoned? You say he pardoned who? A war criminal? Who was the war criminal? I'm drawing a blank. I know Biden let go of the merchant of death for Brittany Griner. Yo. Sorry guys, I'm a little under the weather. That shit was wild. Yeah, let's let the merchant of death go for Brittany Griner. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway. So, let's move on to the next story. Diddy. Old Diddy. Old dumb Diddy. The Black Epstein. The feds compared Diddy to R. Kelly and these cult leaders right before he was denied bail. This is from The Root, guys, so take this with a grain of salt, okay? I just assumed that, The Root would be on Diddy's side, so I want to see how they spin him not getting bail. You know what I mean? We already know how Fox News and the Post are going to fucking run it. Let's see how the left going to run that shit. Especially a black publication like The Root. Let's just see. There's no surprise. Bad Boy Records. Let me make this bigger for y'all so I can see. Boom. There we go. There's no surprise. Bad Boy Records founder Sean Diddy Combs had his request for bond rejected by the court for a third time. Damn, I ain't know the third time. The compelling argument put forth by prosecutors comparing Combs to various sex cult leaders might have been the finishing touch to keep him in jail, not to mention he's a fucking millionaire and he's a flight risk. I'm just gonna put that out there. He's a fucking flight risk. But I digress. Since his arrest, Combs' attorneys have been trying to convince the court that their client's controversial sexual relations with women were consensual and age appropriate. Therefore, they insist the rapper does not present a danger to society or potential witnesses which is very interesting because apparently, allegedly, he was trying to get people to reach out to certain witnesses, and now I don't know if he was intimidating them or he was trying to bribe them. I don't know what it is, but his dumbass got caught the same week he had a bail hearing. The same week he had a bail hearing, he was using other inmates' phones and codes and shit like that to talk to other people, have other people go talk to these witnesses. And I don't know if they were doing witness intimidation or if they were trying to coerce them or give them a little payola to shut the fuck up. I don't know, but that was just a bad idea, especially when you're trying to go home. So his attorneys are like, the rapper does not present a danger to society or potential witnesses. I don't know about that. This one right here. You know, potential witnesses. I don't know. Allegedly, he did try to blow up Kid Cudi's truck or car, or he did blow up Kid Cudi's car. What's up? We got P Dog Night in the building. What's the deal? Oh, Eddie Gallagher. Also, you heard black water guards that kill innocent people. That's interesting. I do. All right. So the Eddie Gallagher thing. I heard about it. I gotta do a deep dive on the Eddie Gallagher thing, right? You know what I mean? I gotta do a deep dive on that one. That one is controversial. I do agree, but I don't know enough about the Eddie Gallagher situation. I just remember like kind of like Tom Clancy in it a little bit. The Blackwater guard shit. I heard that story too, which was wild. If that shit's fucking true, that shit is wild. So like I said, we need to do a deep dive on the Eddie Gallagher and the Blackwater shit. We got to do a deep dive on that, definitely, because that might be a bad look. That might have been a bad pardon. I don't know. We got to figure that one out. Now the Eddie Gallagher thing, I heard two sides of the story. We got to do a deep dive on that. That's very fucking interesting. I appreciate you bringing that one up though. The air smells more affordable now. That's funny. That is funny. Oh man. But let's go ahead and get rid of this. In the latest attempt at bail, Combs' attorneys argued he should be granted his freedom from detainment for the same reason former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries was granted a $10 million bond and home detention on similar charges. Diddy. Do you really think you got the same pull as this pedophile? Do you really think you got the same pull as that pedophile? Diddy. You don't, sir. You don't. He's the equivalent of like, what's the name? What's the dude? Henry, is it Harry Wexler? Who's the dude with Victoria's Secret? Diddy, I'm sorry, sir. No. And I'm not trying to say that as a down, Diddy, but you should know, you know what I mean, that you just the pit bull, bro. You just the pit bull to these guys. They don't see you as their equal, bro. So the fact that you think that you should have got the same treatment, come on, Diddy. I'm not one of the people that be like skin color, race, but let's just understand that. Let's just put it like this. Mike Jeffries is well connected, way more connected than you, sir. And that pedo is going to get off on $10 million in a home detention. That's what that's going to be. Les Wexner, thanks, pro. I knew you knew it. Knew somebody knew that shit. Les Wexler. Ever hear where Diddy held a celebrity basketball game and ignored the gym's capacity? They had the emergency evacuation and people got trampled to death. I ain't never heard of that shit. I know that shit happened with what's his name, yo? Where they trampled them people at the concert. Well, who was it? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Fucking rapper. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Travis Scott. That shit happened with Travis Scott. That was wild. However, prosecutors opposed the motion, arguing the nature of both cases are substantially different and citing the allegations of Combs using violence, firearms, and coercion to protect and promote his role in the alleged sex crimes. I knew they was going to bring up NXIVM. Instead, they argue Combs' case is more similar of convicted felons like singer R. Kelly, Nexium cult leader Keith Raniere, and sex cult leader Larry Ray during November 22nd court hearing. Feds draw grisly comparisons. Prosecutors describe Kelly to be a prolific serial predator who uses his stardom to prey on young women for his own sexual gratification while silencing his victims through violence and blackmail. Kelly was ordered to spend 30 years in prison on a lengthy list of charges, including Mann Act violations, racketeering, sexual exploitation of children per Justice Department. Diddy, they want to make an example out of you, bro. They want to make an example out of you. Now, the question is not if Diddy did the shit that they said that he did, because I'm pretty confident that Diddy did the shit that they said that he did. The thing with it with me is this, right? The thing about it for me is this. People knew about that shit, and they let that shit slide because Diddy was supposed to be doing it. And now Diddy, I don't know if he fucking on the fucking burn. He got a burn notice. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's a burned asset and now he got to go down for some shit, right? Like Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Terry Maxwell, where they found butt naked, face down, next to his boat in Italy. He was the first Epstein. I think Diddy was an asset. He got burned and now his ass is going down for it. Or this could all be a fucking play. Diddy's supposed to play the victim, but Diddy was an asset, and now it's time to start rolling on some people. Hunter was at the Diddy party? I bet Hunter was at a goddamn Diddy party. I bet he was at the Diddy party. Did you notice that every single celeb that came out in person and personally endorsed Kamala was on the Diddy list? Yeah, we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. We were speculating that a couple of weeks ago, I'll say, right before the election. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting. A lot of these people, like, for example, like Sexy Red and Cardi B, who said she wasn't voting because, you know, whatever reason she had. You had Sexy Red up on stage with the Trump hat and all this other stuff. And then they just had to change. They just changed their tune. We was like, nah. They was like, either you take this cash and you do this performance, or yeah, your name come out in this docket. You know what I mean? You LOL did the Black Epstein. I think Diddy was the Black Epstein. I think he was the Black Epstein. I think that he was supposed to do. I think it's a few of them. I think Epstein was for the high society. I think that Weinstein with what's his name, whatever Weinstein with Miramax, you know, in the Hollywood. I think he was one. And I think that Diddy was for the boule. That's what I think. I think Diddy was for the boule. You had Epstein for high society. You had Weinstein, and then you had the boule that Diddy was in charge of getting. Harvey Weinstein, thanks James. Kevin, thanks. Harvey Weinstein. At least Diddy will survive prison. No Clinton connections yet. That's right, P-Dog. No Clinton connections yet. Oprah said she ain't get paid. Oh, of course Oprah said she didn't. Oprah didn't get paid. All right, Oprah didn't get any money. Harpo Media, on the other hand, got $1 million. They got 2 checks cut for $500,000, if I'm not mistaken. So Oprah, yes, Oprah herself didn't get any money, but Harpo Media got paid. Just like Roland Martin didn't receive any money, but his organization got paid. Just like Al Sharpton didn't get any cash, but whatever coalition he decides to be with now got paid. You know what I mean? You know how they like to play those fucking games. You got a EOTech on Black Friday. What you pay for it, yo? Them EOTechs, boy, they out. I'm gonna stick with the Hollow Suns, yo. I'm gonna stick with the Hollow Suns. Them EOTechs, boy, they out of my price range. Harpo got 2.5. Damn. I lowballed it a little bit with the 4x mag. Oh, damn, that's what's up, yo. You balling. 8 fit, that's not bad. That's not bad with the 4x magnifier. So if you got the EOTech optic and the 4x magnifier behind it, like this right here, yeah, like that, right? But you just have an EOTech and a magnifier behind it. That's not a bad price, y'all. That's not a bad price. Is the magnifier EOTech? Nice. Imagine going back 20 years and telling people how evil Oprah is. Imagine going back 20 years and telling people how evil Ellen was. Ellen ass got the hell up out of Dodge. Oh yeah, you got a deal on that, bro. You got a real good deal on that. That's the case. Damn, salute to you. Ellen fucking ran to England. Ellen ran to England saying that, it's because Donald Trump got elected. And I'm like, okay, well, see you later. Goodbye. But Ellen was on the Diddy list. I bet you Ellen was on that Diddy list. Ellen might have been on the Diddy and the Epstein list. Y'all remember what her set used to look like? She might have been on the Diddy and the Epstein list. And she hauled ass up out of here. I don't know why she would haul ass out of here like that. Ain't like they got extradition and shit in England. You know what I mean? There were rumors about Ellen years ago. yeah, but imagine 20 years ago going and say, yo, Ellen, and people like, oh, Ellen? Really? No, she's a sweetheart. Oh, shit. You laughing at my Stance hat, yo? I like Stance. I love their socks. It was a point in time I had nothing but Stance socks in my dresser drawer. I would gladly pay the $15 to $20 a pair because they just were comfortable. They were great workout socks. You know what I mean? I guarantee it was crossovers, bro. Diddy might have been to Epstein Island and Epstein might have been to a Diddy party. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? And then they probably been to a couple Langley meetings together. Ellen fit right in England, full of witches and warlocks and wizards. Ellen was messing with the underage with Diddy. Bruh. The views and opinions expressed here on Candace Speaks do not represent the views of YouTube or Google. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, there we go. But yeah. Now that I got that out the way, you know what I mean? I seen an Ellen episode where she had Diddy on there, and she said he got a video of her and her. Whoa, is that right? Woo. Uh-oh. What's up, Winter Soldier? Do you play then what? Splurged out at sentencing. Did he? Was spazzed out of spending? That's not the deal. Then he was found guilty on federal charges. Who was that? Those people are garbage. I don't even give them the time, wasted energy talking about them. Yeah, I know, but gotta do it for the show. Marsha Romack. If you ever believe Joe ever told you the truth, you're backing up. Bro, I never believe Joe was telling us the truth. That's why I call him Joe Nickel Slick. People always ask, like, what does Nickel Slick mean? I said Nickel Slick means to be a conniver, right? So back in the day when we had this guy that worked for my dad when I was working there. His name was Malay, and then my homeboy Dante used to mess with Malay and like always rib him a little bit. I think Dante was trying to get him for like a couple of dollars or something, and then Malay was like, "Why are you always trying to nickel slick somebody?" And I'm like, "Nickel slick? What is nickel slick?" You're always trying to get over. You always trying to get over. You always trying to be, like conniving. I was like, hey, yo, I ain't never heard no shit like that. He said it's like an old New York, some old New York saying. It's like nickel slicking somebody. So I call Joe Biden Joe Nickel Slick because he always trying to get over. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, Dave the Pat. Okay, I got you. Paul Pelosi hammer, man. I forgot about that guy. That was allegedly his lover, wasn't it? United we stand, 1776. What's the deal? Welcome. Again, if you're new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Trying to get to 5,000 subs. It's a great show. You go back, look at all my content, go look at my videos, go look at my live streams. They're great. They're fun. You have a good time. The chat is always fantastic. It gets spicy in the chat sometimes, but it's par for the course. Pelosi's always getting hammered. What's up, Anna Manga? But yeah, so Diddy, just be prepared to just fucking, you're gonna have to take it no Vaseline, bro. You have to take it no Vaseline. That's what happened when you be in bed with the fucking government. Now, the more and more I look at it, the more and more I think about it. Like, even when he was walking around as the Joker, the bad guy, I think Diddy always knew he was going to have to play the bad guy. And I think Diddy playing the bad guy right now. That's just me. So we're gonna see we'll see what happens with this. I think Diddy got burned. And now he going down for it. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to this real quick. Daniel Penny, man. Daniel Penny. How many people remember Daniel Penny? How many people remember Daniel Penny? Daniel Penny. Daniel Penny jury begins deliberations in chokehold death of Jordan Neely. I don't see what they say.
Daniel Penny, the Marine veteran accused of killing an unruly passenger last year. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky, subway chokehold case. Closing arguments are expected this morning in the manslaughter trial of Daniel Penny, the Marine veteran accused of killing an unruly passenger last year. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is here with more. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Rebecca. This trial raises questions of race, mental illness, homelessness, and safety in the subway. But for the jury, there is only one question. Did Daniel Penny go too far? The Marine veteran's fighting manslaughter and negligent homicide charges in the chokehold death of Jordan Neely. He was a homeless man acting erratically and making threats on the subway last year. Penny did not testify in his own defense, but the jury heard him on video telling police smart. He jumped in to de-escalate the situation because Neely was frightening passengers. Prosecutors conceded Penny may have had laudable intentions, but his actions, they said, became criminal when he held Neely's neck for way too long, nearly 6 minutes. The defense argued Neely actually died not from a chokehold, but from a genetic condition and drug use. It's all a lot for jurors. They all ride the subway regularly. If Penny is convicted of manslaughter, he could face up to 15 years in prison.
15 years, damn. So check it, right? Excuse me. What you guys think? What y'all guys think? Y'all think? Do you think Penny should walk? Do you think it was do you think it was justifiable what he did? You know what I mean? It was according to the court of law, it's called justifiable homicide. But do you think that he walks? You know what I mean? You know, do you think that he walks, or do you think that he goes to prison? That's my question, right? He's in front of a jury of his peers in New York. A lot of these New Yorkers know what it's like to ride the subway, right? When this story first broke, what was this, like 2 years ago? When this story first broke, me and Jay was covering it, and I brought up a bunch of cases where it was a bunch of crazy shit happening on the subway. I showed video of this fucking what the fuck was it? That held that lady by the hair and just drug her around the train car before it got off. And then the dude that threw feces on the lady, the dude that pushed the lady off the platform, the dude that beat the lady up, the dude in Philly that raped the lady on the train while the people watched and nobody helped her. I'm like, yo, this shit happens, right? So now you have somebody in Jordan Neely that gets on the train, right? And he's on there, he's tripping, he takes his coat off, he sounds threatening, he's talking about he ready to go to jail, he ready to die, he don't care. One lady said that he was making threats toward people, to the point where she had to put the stroller between her and her 5-year-old to barricade him just in case Neely tried to attack them. People were like legitimately scared. And I think this came on the heels of the Brooklyn train shooting, where the dude came with the smoke grenades and popped the smoke grenades and shot people. I believe that happened right before this, if I'm not mistaken. So people were on their P's and Q's, and people's ears was perked up, and heads was on a swivel. You get Neely coming on there acting a fool. Now, got a lot of people like, well, Daniel Penny didn't have to. He put him in a chokehold for 6 minutes, right? Now, anybody who's ever been in a fight or done jiu-jitsu or wrestling or whatever, right? And you've used a rear naked choke, right? Or a blood choke, or whatever you want to call it, right? 10 seconds you sleep, if that. Right? You hold it for a few more seconds after that, probably 30 to 40. They might not get up again, right? So for them to say Neely had him in the chokehold, right? It kind of gaslights the situation, because Neely was still struggling and fighting to get up for those 6 minutes, which means that Penny didn't have the rear naked choke sunk in. And he said he wasn't trying to kill him. He said he wasn't trying to sink the shit in, right? Now, after a while of fighting and struggling, and I'm sitting here and I'm trying to hold you down and keep you from getting to whatever weapon you may have or whatever like that. Not to mention there's a motherfucker that looked just like me that was helping Penny hold him down. So the race thing goes out of the window. There was a dude that looked exactly like me, not exactly like me, but you know, we favor a bit. Helping hold Penny down. So that race shit goes out the window. But as he's struggling and I'm trying to hold him there, I'm getting fatigued. Right? 6 minutes is a long time to hold somebody down. I'm tired. Right? So now I gotta sink it in a little bit to control him. I gotta sink it in to control him. Now, the thing is that after, like, I guess he went out, right? Boom. Neely's out. They put him in the recovery position. His body starts heaving, because that's what happens when you're coming back out of it. Sometimes, like, you ever see like a UFC fight where they choke somebody out, and then it's almost like the blood's rushing back to where it's supposed to go, and the body starts to shake, and you see the ref go over and rub his chest or whatever like that. That's what started to happen. They put him in a recovery position. He started heaving. The paramedics get there, and it's all according to court testimony. The paramedics get there, and they said he was alive on the train when they got there. He still had a pulse and everything. He didn't die until later at the hospital. Come to find out, Neely got K2 in his system. That's that spice, right? Stuff. He got that K2 in his system, right? And he got like a sickle cell trait. So it could have been a whole chain of events that could have took Neely up out of here. But what I'll say is this. I'll say, and I said this from the beginning. If the people, what this is going to come down to is the witness testimony, the testimony of the people that was on that train car. If them people got up on that stand and they said, I was scared for my life, Penny was threatening people, and Neely was threatening people, and Penny saved us, Penny walks. Penny walks. If people got up on that stand and they said that all Neely was doing was selling wolf tickets, he wasn't going to hurt nobody, we didn't feel like our lives were in danger, and we think that Penny acted, like a fucking vigilante, Penny goes to jail. But it seems like, according to the court documents, a lot of people that went up there as witnesses said that, nah, Neely was on that shit, and Neely was scaring us, and we thought that he was really going to attack us. We didn't know what was going to happen. Thank God for Daniel Penny. So, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. I just think that it's interesting because, right, let me see. What's up, Mike? It was a headlock, not a chokehold. I mean, I would just say he was restrained. You know what I mean? Like, I would just say he was restrained. Like, I've been in like jiu-jitsu matches, not matches, but like, I'm training in jiu-jitsu, right? I'm at the studio, I'm training, and I've had people in the rear naked choke and just controlling them. You know what I mean? But Mike, I mean, essentially, yeah, he wasn't choking him out at the time. 6 minutes in a fucking being restrained like that, like, he wasn't trying to put pressure. If he wanted to kill Neely,
he'd have killed him inside of 30 fucking seconds or a minute. If Penny wanted to kill Neely, he'd have did that shit inside of a minute. Simple as that, in my opinion. Nerd Nash in the building. What's the deal, bro? Oh, sorry, wrong one. I just came to say Hunter is a Delaware legend. LOL, salute. What's that, yo? Salute to you, yo. He out there paying for all that shit. He paying them Hennessy prices for all that shit he be doing. I think the jury should have been the people on the train. See, that's the thing, right? I'm not going to say like, maybe, but I think a lot of the jury, if you know what I mean, if not all of the jury, are probably have, if they haven't been on the train at least a few times, they ride the train every day. So I feel like I got a feeling that this jury's going to come back with a not guilty verdict. I just think so. I think because you know what I mean. I think it's New York. Who doesn't ride that train? You know what I mean. I went to New York after Hotep Con, got back to Baltimore, hopped on the bus, I don't know why we got on the fucking bus. Oh, I think it was the only thing we could get at the time. Jumped up to New York, went to my wife's cousin's bar, ate, watched the Ravens game, jumped on the subway to get back to the train station. And I still had my head on the swivel, especially because I ain't had my gun on me in New York. So I got my head on the swivel, like, because I remember the shit that be happening on the train. Not to mention the subway system here in Baltimore. And when I used to ride it to work, keep my head on the swivel. But I had a blicky on me, but I keep my head on the swivel because it's crazy shit that happened on the train here in Maryland, in Baltimore. To the point where I told my wife she can't ride the train no more. Luckily, she ain't got to go down there no more because they closed that building and they put her shit somewhere else. But I was like, yo, nah, I don't want you riding that bus no more. Them people crazy. And I don't want to have to go hunting because something happened. You know what I mean? But it's a tragic set of events. You know what I mean? I'll say this. The justice system and the criminal justice system and all that stuff failed Neely long before he met Daniel Penny. They failed him. His family, who's out there, you know, they want justice for their cousin. Where was y'all at when he was in trouble? Where was y'all at when he was on that shit, on that K2? Where was y'all at when he had 42 arrests, including trying to push a lady off of the fucking platform? Where was y'all at? Where was he been arrested 42 times and nobody in the system was like, you know what, we need to put him somewhere. Maybe not jail, but he need to go to somebody's program where he can get the help that he needs. Maybe if one of those things happened, maybe Jordan Neely would still be here. Because I'm going to tell you this. I don't know what I would have done in this situation. I'm kind of right where Neely at. Especially, let's just say I'm on the subway and I see kids there because there were kids on the train. And he comes on that train, especially after what just happened a couple of weeks prior. I think it was a couple of weeks prior. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The Brooklyn train shooting, subway shooting happened like right before this shit. I'm on red alert. You got some crazy person getting on there threatening people. Telling me he ready to die. And I might have to put hands on his ass too. And then you got some people who was like, yo, he waited till he passed him. He was a coward about it. I'm like, no, it's called being efficient. Who the fuck wants to stand there and fight with somebody? I don't. Do I got the ability to stand there and fight? I do. Do I want to? No. I'm gonna take the threat out as fast as possible, as efficient as possible. You know what's efficient? When his ass passed me, I jump up, snatch his ass up, and I neutralize his ass. Whether it's in a choke or I don't know, something. Or I fucking knock him out. Not about to sit there and fight somebody for fuck. He held him for 6 minutes. I'm not about to sit there and fight with somebody for 6 fucking minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at how he did it. Oh, he didn't. Like, what you want to like challenge him to a fucking duel on the train car? No. You do that shit as fast as fucking possible. As efficient as possible. The drugs we have on the street are nasty. You don't come back with the same. And no, you don't. Y'all remember that story? What was that story? The dude was eating the guy's face. It was in DC. The dude was eating the guy's face. He was so high off bath salts and something else that he started eating the man's face. Now with the advent of fentanyl and all this other shit they got coming out, yo, nah. People is space cadets, yo. People is space cadets. You know? Hey, an armed society is a polite society, I'll tell you that much. Right. You gotta end that shit ASAP, fast as possible. Is there Hotep court on Thursday, or was it held in the Twitter space today? So they did Hotep's Been Told You on Wednesday. They did Hotep's Been Told You on Wednesday. I was so busy getting ready for the shit I was getting ready for that I didn't even I don't think I watched Hotep's Been Told You on Wednesday. I was trying to listen, but I didn't really watch it on that. It was in Florida. Fannie Willis' dad was a runner-up with the perjury. Oh, man. You think? Yeah, I feel like it happened like a couple of times. I feel like this shit happened a couple of times. Drug zombies, yeah. I mean, it's crazy out here, yo. These kids, they on everything. They on everything. They on pills. They smoking weed. They drinking lean. Like, they on everything. Everything possible. Like, they don't want to feel feelings. Like, it's wild, the shit that people be on. What's that dude, Dave Blunts, that Uncle Hotep was listening to, the fat boy that be rapping? He just got out the fucking hospital. He always got a cup of lean in his fucking hand, looking crazy. These kids ain't got no moral compass no more. You know? But this shit wasn't racist. This wasn't a racial thing. Oh, he wanted to lynch a black man. But a Spanish dude or a black dude, whatever he was, helped out. Help hold him there. They didn't get charged with shit. And I guarantee the police probably let Penny go because the people, they got all these people that was right there that was saying, yo, yeah, he was nearly was crazy, acting a fool, threatening people, said he's ready to die, and Penny jumped into action. Thank God. I was scared. If that shit translated and those witnesses went to court and said the same exact thing, Penny walks. He'll walk. That's just my opinion on that. Penny will walk. So. You think a bunch of stuff has gone down? They got little media attention? Oh, of course. I guarantee it. And I tried, it's like, okay, well, while we were distracted with this is what happened, but I think it might be like a legit slow news day for real. I mean, other than Kash Patel being the nominee for Trump as the FBI director, which would be fucking punk rock as shit if he did that. My question is this: a lot of people like his picks, and I'm not mad at him. The question is, are these people going to? Are they confirmable? Are these people confirmable? Are they going to pass? Are they going to get past? Are they going to get past the Senate? That's my question. Will they make it past the gauntlet?
You know what I mean? That's my question. Because I can't wait for Donnie T to get in office now. I can't wait for him to get in office so we can get back to this money. I want to let y'all know this, okay? When he get back in office, you got 4 years to get your money before they try to get this fucking Agenda 2030 shit off. Or try to get this other shit off. You got 4 years to get your money. Get a nice little nest egg saved up. Maybe if you can't get off the grid. You know? I'm just letting you know, Donnie T gonna come in, he gonna reverse course, he gonna correct course, and we gonna be able to get this bread. But once he gone, it might be some lean times coming. I'm just gonna put it like that. So get your bread. Salute to Donnie T. Penny had no reason to be a hero, but he was. Yeah, Penny could have sat there and did nothing, and who knows what would have happened. Maybe Neely would have just got off the train, or maybe Neely would have attacked somebody and hurt somebody. Maybe a kid. Who knows? He was ready. He's hungry. He was tired. He didn't care if he went to jail. He was ready to die. So when you got somebody that desperate, okay? I'm just letting y'all know, when y'all got somebody, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm ready to die, I don't care about going to jail. You know what they're going to do? They're going to commit a crime, maybe assault, so they could get that 3 hots in a cot. Tell me I'm wrong. When people start talking like that and they get desperate, I don't care what happens. I'm ready to die. I'm going to jail because they want to get 3 hots in a cot. So you willing to commit some shit, maybe armed robbery or assault or something like that, where they can get locked up and put in jail and get fed and clothed and get off the street. So imagine if Penny didn't do anything and nearly feeling that way. I gotta hurt somebody so they can lock me up so I can eat. And he hurt somebody on that train, and Penny had the ability to do something about it, and he didn't. You know what we be hearing? It'd have been the story, and they were like, why ain't nobody helped that person? Why everybody standing around recording? You know what I mean? I think Penny did what he thought was right. I don't think Penny intentionally killed him. I think the struggle killed Neely. But I'm not gonna say it's some white man. He don't even look like he just looked like a hippie. You know, he was a Marine though. I don't mean that. My uncle was a Marine. He is as hippie as you can get. I remember when I built that AR-10 back down there. I took it to his house because I wanted to show my mom. Like, yeah, Mom, I just built this. And like, I'm thinking because my uncle a Marine, like he'd be cool. Nah, this motherfucker law. I can't believe it's a weapon of war. He sounded just like CNN. I was like, oh my God. I said, let me get this right. Your nephew here that had never been to jail, never been in trouble with the law, none of that shit. The most level-headed person you know. You think all of a sudden because I got an AR-10, I'm gonna turn into a fucking killer? That's what you sound like. Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that gun. I said this gun ain't gonna do shit unless I will it to do it. I said, but you sitting here like I just brought the great unwashed into your house. Well, I apologize for it, but I'm just saying, you know, why do you even need it? I said, because I want it. You know, it's crazy, but I digress. We're gonna find out what happened with Penny. I got a feeling if they went to deliberate, if they deliberating now, I think we might get a verdict tomorrow. I think we might get a verdict tomorrow. The trial did begin on October 21st, so I think. Excuse me. I think we might get a verdict tomorrow. I think we're gonna see. Hopefully, it goes in favor of Daniel Penny. So, check it out, guys. Check this out. Let me show y'all what I just bought. We're gonna go to our favorite. We're gonna go to Palmetto State Armory. Yes, I'm 18. It's funny you gotta say you're 18 to look at a gun like you about to go to a fucking porn site. Oh, goodness gracious. Where we at? Let's just type in shotgun. Let me see what I got. There we go. Check this out. This is what I just bought, guys. The Boundcraft TRP 35, 18.5-inch bullpup, 12 gauge, 5-round shotgun, flat dark earth is the one I just bought. It's this bad boy right here. That's sexy. That's sexy. Like kids are going to be done to say I'm not 18. Exactly. Oh man, that is funny. You like that? Yeah, bro. That shit is dope. That shit is dope. I can't wait to get it. Right. So my homeboy, right? He made a good point. So we looked at this. We looked at this shotgun. So we would, a week or two ago, we was like, be prepared just in case some shit kick off and maybe we got a lights out scenario here in America or something go down with, because let's not forget, guys, the Ukraine shit is still going on. Okay. You know what I mean? So I was like, just be prepared just in case. So we came to Palmetto State and was like, we was looking around at certain guns and stuff like that. Then I started searching around because I wanted to get something. So my homeboy, after we did that stream, 2 days later, my homeboy sends me, what did he get? I think he got I'll show you what he got. It's a Tokarev, I think I spelled that shit right. Yeah, so he bought this joint. My homeboy bought this one, right? Again, $199. So when we did the stream, I was like, yo, that's dope. It's a bullpup shotgun, but I'm looking at the price and I'm like, does it run? I'm like, do I really want to, fuck with it? So then, like, my homeboy was like, yo, come on, be real. Like, he's like, it's $200. He's like, even if the shit it don't run right, you could just sell it. You got a point. And what I mean by sell it, I mean, take it to the FFL and put it on consignment and somebody gonna pick it up, right? I was like, you got a point, yo. You got a point. It ain't like it's $1,200 or $800 or something like that. It's $200, right? It's cheaper than, it's actually cheaper than like a fucking Maverick 88. You know what I mean? So he got this one. But I thought it was dope. So I was like, you know what? You got a point, yo. You got a point. So I was searching around and then I came across this one here. And the reason why I like this one, not this one, that's the one he still got that one. Here we go. The reason why I got this one is simply because, for one, it's got a dope ass fucking the barrel shroud, right? Cosmetically, it looks great. We'll say it like that. 2, I was looking them up. It's the same thing as the Revolution Arms TRP 35. It's the same thing as the Panzer. So I was like, okay, cool. Those things are pretty. And I started looking up, videos of people using them, and I was like, okay. And people really liked them. I saw some videos where this shit was running low brass, it was running high brass, it was running target loads. I'm like, okay. So. Also, I like the fact that this one right here is probably it's a little more slimmer configuration compared to the one my friend got. It's a slimmer configuration compared to what my friend got. As soon as I get it, a red dot's going on top. Right now, I gotta order like a hollow sun, something that's sturdy enough, something that's robust enough that when that shotgun blast goes off, I'm not going to lose zero. It's not going to the optics not going to break apart when I pull the trigger. So I'll probably get some kind of hollow sun or something like that to put on top of here, that I know that can that'll still function even with the concussion of the shotgun blast. And a flashlight. So the flashlight will go here. Flashlight will go. Flashlight will go here, and I'll probably put like a pressure switch off the flashlight, whatever flashlight I get, and I'll probably put some kind of like foregrip. I don't know if I'll probably go with an angled foregrip, But I don't know. It's a shotgun. I feel like maybe I should go with a vertical foregrip since it's a legally it's a rifle. So rifle length, I'll say. You know what I mean? 18 and a half inches, right? So it's not a pistol. So maybe I'll put a vertical foregrip on there just so I feel like I can control the recoil a lot better. And I'm gonna just run this. I'm gonna run the piss out of it. I'm gonna get a day where I'm gonna go to the range and I'm gonna run the piss out of it and see if I can make it fail. If it don't fail, then I got a decent shotgun. If I don't like it, I'll put it up for sale. But $200 ain't bad. 200. What's up, JR? JR Bell in the building. Yeah, I know, right? The optics cost. That's how it always is. The optics always cost more than the gun. Like all my guns up there, my optics cost more than the guns, except for the 308. But the optics cost more than the guns up there. A wise FUD once told me. A wise FUD once told me to get that the optics should cost more than the gun. I was like, okay, so that's what we out here doing in these streets. But I thought this was pretty dope. So I think my next purchase is going to be this though. Let's see what they got on daily deals first. I get sidetracked. That's not a bad price, guys. A complete AR-15 lower. That's not a bad price. $99. Already done with the trigger and everything in it. If you wanted to build something this year, check it out. Here we go. Basic build. You got $299 on the complete upper. Well, you don't need any of that. So here you go. Here you go. Right here. What's this? Pistol length. 300 blackout. You can't use that because you got a complete upper. And the way they're gonna. I don't think they'll do this as other. Boom. Here you go. $269 right there. 556. So $369 you can get a nice AR-15 off the daily deals. This was $269, and then you get the completed upper for $99. It's not a bad price, y'all. It's not a bad price. Oh, that's Gucci. That's Gucci right there. Shoot, that's fire. That is fire. The M1A SOCOM. Oh my gosh, I want one of those, guys. I want one of those so bad. That joint is dope. That joint is fire. I would love to get one of these. That is beautiful. See, here we go again. Century Arms. These bull. I'm like, yo, why are these bullpups so cheap? So either I'm gonna find out why they so cheap, or I'm gonna find out that in spite of the cost, them shit still run. Them shit still run. These ain't bad prices on the ARs either. $549. So probably $600 when you get, let's say $650 probably. Shipping, and then you get to your FFL, depending on how much your FFL charges you to take it with you. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So here we go. I'm probably going to end up getting, I was going to get a micro dagger, but I think I want a 5.7 again. I think I want another 5.7. So I'm going to get one of these right here. I'm going to get the PSA Rock. I keep hearing really good things about this gun. I keep hearing really good things about it. So the one I probably get is one of these threaded barrel joints. Well, let me see something. Because they got some Gucci ones too. Oh, excuse me. They got some Gucci ones too, though. You know what I mean? So like you got this one here threaded with the lightning cuts in the bronze barrel. $5.99. You can't beat it. You know what I mean? And apparently the trigger's better than the Ruger's 5.7. And apparently it shoots just as good as the FN. I'll be the judge of that, though. You know what I mean? Now, if you live in a more freer state, $649 gets you what? 10 magazines with a carry bag and the gun. That 5.7 round ain't nothing to fuck with. I'm gonna let y'all know that. I know, right? That SOCOM dope, right? That SOCOM was dope, wasn't it? So I think I'm gonna do one of these 5.7s. So, but what I was gonna do before that was, one of these here. I was gonna do one of these micro daggers, which looks like I wish I could show it to you guys, but YouTube will shut my fucking stream down if I show you my carry piece. It's still on my hip. So these look just like the 43X. These look just like the 43X. And the reason why I was going to get one of these was because I want an MOS, right? I want the MOS. I don't feel like paying for another Glock 43X just for a cutout, right? So, and it's $100 more or $150 more, something like that. So I was looking at the micro dagger. Looks just like it, and apparently it functions and runs just as good as the Glock. So what I said I'd probably do, though, if I did do the micro dagger, is I'm gonna do this one right here, if I was to do it. Oh, this shit ain't even in stock. Ain't that a bitch? So this kind of is like the Glock 48, but it's comped, and it kind of, throw a little light on there. Now I got me a little rolling special for real. You know what I mean? So I thought this was kind of slick. I wanted to get one of these and just run the hell out of it. So we'll see. They all out of stock? Ain't that about nothing? This one ain't out of stock though. That's a nice color too. $359. Like, that's a good deal. Like, I got a red dot I can put on it. Yeah, with the comp. Yeah, that shit is dope. So yeah. I don't know. I like Palmetto State Army. Like, can I afford other stuff? Yeah, I definitely can afford other stuff if I wanted to. But I haven't had an issue with Palmetto State. I haven't had any issues. You know what I mean? Yeah, it comes with the comp built in. Oh, you just got a word, yo? How was it? I was looking at it on IG. But yeah, like it comes with the comp already built in, so it's kind of like the 48 with the comp. But I mean, Protocol, if he's still here, Protocol got a dagger. He said that shit run great. Matter of fact, I watched him shoot his gun while we were in Miami. So that's what I thought I would get. So I guess the shotgun will be in sometime this week. So that'll be fun. What is this? That's sexy. $1,000? $1,100? So I gotta be careful, right? Because Maryland don't let you have full-length ARs. Maryland won't let you have unless you got like special paperwork for that shit. So I have to get an AR pistol, which would be something like, what's this? Oh, it's a 5.56. How about that? Now, if they did this in 300 blackout, that'd be fire. I don't know if I want this in 5.56. I think the whole goal of me to getting one is because I want the 7.62 by 3.9, some kind of 30 caliber round. So even if they met me halfway with the 300 blackout, I think I would swing that. So, but I do like Palmetto State stuff, and the fact that I was like, but it's cheap. I was like, it's cheap because they do everything in house. And I tell people, don't be fooled. Like, for a good AR, all you need is a good barrel, a good bolt, and a good trigger. It was supposed to start at 1. What time did it start? That's crazy. I'm in California, so everything is outrageously expensive. So to see those prices is crazy. I guarantee it. And they won't let you have half the shit that's on this thing. The Hellcat has the MOS. Really? Yeah, they do actually. I do have a Hellcat. So my Hellcat I take with me when I travel. So I don't really carry my 43X when I travel. I carry my Hellcat because I love my Hellcat. I got 15 round magazines, which essentially makes it a Hellcat Pro.
but it's not an MOS, which kind of sucks. But I still love my Hellcat. Now I'm used to running irons, you know, as my carry pieces, but I want to start to kind of transition to a red dot carry piece, which would be great for me to go ahead and run the dagger and see if that shit is you know, good for me to run. You know, I got a couple of guns, like this one up there, back there, right there, that tan one. Has a red dot on it. I got another gun upstairs that's got a red dot on there too. And I practice presenting to make sure I can pick up that dot. But I do want to run a red dot, and the dagger would be a nice one to deal with. Scar 17. I don't blame you. Oh, it's so expensive. So light. Very light. That Scar heavy ain't no joke. I don't know why they call it a Scar heavy, because the shit light as a bitch. Bro, I built multiple AR pistols in 2015 in Cali, and now they're illegal. Yeah, yo. Y'all gotta vote Gavin Newsom out of there. Y'all gotta get somebody in there that's more freedom loving. It's wild. Like, y'all can't have a Glock that's newer than a Gen 3, if I'm not mistaken. And they want to get a micro stamp, so every time you shoot the fucking gun, it puts a little serial number on the back of the primer of the shell. You know what I mean? It's too much. They do way too much out there, yo. Store had a Scar 17 down here in San Diego, $2,800. That's a Black Friday deal. Damn. I'd have just turned around and walked out the door. Yeah, only 3 Gen 3s. I thought I was right. Yeah. Yo, I don't know how, yo. Like, that's crazy to me that people trying to get him recalled and somehow he still keeps slipping through the cracks. That's how you know he's just well connected. That's what they want there. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part. You sent me 2 posts on Twitter? All right, let me check them out. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You want to donate to the channel? You want to donate to the... Right now, I'm probably going to do a suppressor fund. You want to donate to the suppressor fund? Feel free. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. A few photos from the tank roach presser in Brooklyn today. Hope you caught the live. Let me see. What you think, JR? You think it's gonna be a good fight? You think it's gonna be a good fight? When's the fight? Is it this weekend? Is it this weekend? I might watch this fight. This what I saw. He's like, yo, I bet I don't lose or whatever. He bet somebody 100 that he wasn't going to lose. Tank tripping, yo. Oh, you got your CCW in Cali? Damn, that's what's up. Damn, for real? For real? Interesting. Oh, the crank is the crank is a 300 blackout joint. Damn, that's what telling me. March 1st. Oh, 100K. Oh, word. Another presser at Howard University. Okay. Oh, the crank sold out? Damn. I heard about the crank. I didn't know it was a 300 blackout though. Giving CCWs in San Diego no issues. Now just got a long ass wait. Really? Are they doing out of state licenses? Is my question. I need to get one for New Jersey too. I ain't like being at the Grifties and not being strapped. Tell you that much. I did not like being at the Grifties and not being strapped. I did not at all. Not one bit. Let's see if we can't find the crank. Here it go right there. Oh shit, how about that? How did I not see that shit? That's crazy. How did I not notice that? All them bitches out of stock, but still, this one's dope. This is something I would go for right here. This is the one I would get. Yeah, this is perfect. I would love this. 300 blackout crank. And it's a pistol. I could have it here in Maryland. I think I gotta check the roster. This bitch is dope. None's gonna put an optic on top. It's got a little M-lock. I don't know if that's, hopefully that's usable, but it's got M-lock on the side. Put a little flashlight or something. Folding. Damn, that bitch look good. See, I would do that. The only way to do that, I would probably sell my 300 blackout that I built to buy this. I love the 300 blackout that I built. You know what I mean? But yeah, this right here, yeah, that's fire. That's a little ass gas block. I mean, gas tube. That bitch is dope. Man, let me get off this damn site. I have one more thing. Let me see where it's at. I think I left it in. It's in Twitter. Who sent it to me? Who sent it to me? Oh, I remember who sent it to me. So who did I put in the corner? Yeah, damn, where'd it go? Did it go? Oh, here it go.
Breaking news tonight from suburban Thornton Township. More drama for embattled Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
And WGN's Jenna Barnes is live in Homewood with more details.
Now, for those of you who don't remember, Tiffany Henyard is she was like the mayor in that wherever it is in Illinois that like use all of like the people's money, all of the funds for like her hair and trips and all this other crazy shit. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Details for us right now.
Breaking news tonight from suburban Thornton Township. More drama for embattled Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
And WGN's Jenna Barnes is live in Homewood with more details for us right now. Jenna.
Ray and Micah, we were promised a raucous caucus, and indeed, that is what we witnessed. Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, who was appointed to that position tonight, lost her bid for the Democratic Party's nomination in this rarely used political process. It now appears if she wants to run for supervisor again, it will have to be as a write-in candidate. That is the sound of an auditorium full of Tiffany Henyard opponents rejecting her nomination for Thornton Township Supervisor in the party's first township caucus in decades.
You ain't let the people be heard.
As she protested the process, arguing her supporters were still waiting to be let inside.
Guys, have a good night, eat the food, and be merry. This meeting is adjourned.
The meeting lasted only moments, but it was strategized beforehand. State Senator Napoleon Harris is the Democratic committeeman for Thornton Township. He alone decides whether to hold a primary election or a caucus. Amid the turmoil tied to embattled Supervisor Henyard, Harris chose a caucus and won the nomination.
The Democratic nominee for supervisor is Napoleon Harris.
Henyard walked out of the meeting and into a waiting SUV without speaking to us, but here's what she said before the caucus began.
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will see. My people are here. They're not going to go nowhere. The show will go on.
Her allies now figuring out their next steps.
This is the biggest This is the biggest. This is a fraud.
To fight the result.
This is criminal. I would easily say hundreds of people that were not allowed in to be a part of the process.
And we did hear quite a few complaints tonight that Henyard opponents were allowed inside before her supporters. We know there was an event going on before the caucus began. Napoleon Harris's attorney told me that was a Democratic Party fundraiser, although Harris himself said it was not a fundraiser. So that's something that will certainly be examined in the coming days. I am told, though, that those people who were let in had their IDs checked to make sure that they were registered Democratic voters who live in Thornton Township. We're live in Homewood tonight. Jenna Barnes.
Yo, what up, Emmanuel Presley in the building, super mayor. Yeah, yo, she was mishandling money. She out here in these streets spending a ton of money on like going to Atlantic City or wherever the fuck she, Vegas and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? She was out here just living reckless. And people was tired of that shit. What's this?
WGN Investigates has learned South Suburban politician Tiffany Henyard has lost another key ally. Until recently, Henyard enjoyed near unanimous support on the Thornton Township Board, but now trustee Carmen Carlisle says after trusting Henyard and remaining silent, she will be a whistleblower against Henyard. Carlisle released a statement to WGN that reads in part, for the past 2 years, Henyard has manipulated employees, vendors, and residents using her position to increase her influence, all while projecting a false image of success funded by the hardworking taxpayers of Thornton Township and the village of Dalton. Henyard shows no accountability or conscience for her actions against employees or taxpayers. Henyard has denied wrongdoing and claims her opponents are out for what she calls clickbait. Tomorrow at 9, tune in for exclusive new reporting on Henyard's spending that she tried to keep.
Oh my gosh, let me see something. I'm trying to find like something from like when they first said something.
Good morning. The mayor last night blamed the media as well as the Board of Trustees for creating chaos in the village. She did admit to a $2 million budget deficit. However, trustees say it's really millions more.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard last night wasting no time shutting down trustees and critics.
The veto message is related to the secret squirrel meetings, yes, that the Board of Trustees have.
During an emergency meeting late last month, the board unanimously passed a resolution that calls for a federal investigation into the mayor and demanding the village's financial records be made available.
Stop creating chaos in your village.
The board vowed to override her veto and said they have the votes to do it.
The mayor can blame everybody for what's going on, but she has to look at herself. Nobody told her to get on TV and lie like that.
The trustees referring to a WGN Investigates story, which focused on her use of taxpayer money, not only as Dalton's mayor, but as Thornton Township supervisor and her charity.
Only judge when you got both sides of the story, not one-sided narratives, which is negative narratives in the media.
The village, under Henyard's leadership, moving media at last night's meeting to the back of the room, nearly out of sight of people speaking during public comment. But their message to the mayor was heard loud and clear.
You lied to us as residents. You do not stand for me. And I want you to step down as mayor today and save our village from this deficit that you have caused.
Now the board plans to try and override.
Yeah, yo. So that's what it was. Like she like bankrupted the township. Like they had this nice little surplus, and then she got in and she just went ham with the money. So, the people got what they wanted. Her ass got recalled. This is what it seems like. She can't. If she want to run, she got to run as a write-in. She out of there. She think it's not over. That shit is fucking over for her. Yeah, she robbed the city of their money, straight up. You know what I mean? $2 million for, yeah, exactly, yo. Yeah, she lucky she ain't being arrested for corruption, 100%. But they got up out of there. They got her ass up out of there. I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you that. Anyway. Look, y'all, that's all I got for y'all tonight. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. Want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome, guys. Anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. Don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all as soon as I find my outro.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.